Heyo, and what's going on, people that decide to click on this video for some random reason? Welcome back to the channel that gives you depression and makes you want to stay till it's crippling. Today we're going to be looking at weird houses, lonely houses, and houses that just make you want to go, what the heck is that? This house knows what I'm talking about. The house looks like it wants to point up, and I was like, nah. Then we have this other house that looks like it wants to be a shoe, but it just has no concept of what a shoe is. It just kind of knows the general shape, so it's more like an L. This house looks like a shoe, or a sock, one or the other. Maybe both. Maybe it's a sock shoe. This house just looks like a failed piece of bread, or a muffin. Just a plain muffin. Now, if aliens have trailer parks, that's what it would look like. Now, that's a house that looks like a shoe. More accurately, a boot, but what's the difference? Hobbit house. Hobbits are geniuses. You get to live underground, but above ground at the same time. Holy crap! That house just got picked up by a tornado and just got flipped onto its roof, but it stayed completely intact. 10 out of 10 house. Dog house. It's a dog house, but it's a dog house for people. That looks like a rock. More accurately, like a big boulder that someone just carved out, put holes in it, and said, hey, this is my castle. That is the biggest playhouse I have ever seen. It looks like the house to the left of it, but a lot more fun. Birdhouse, but for people. How the heck does that even work? Like, structurally speaking. That's a teleportation house. Because one minute it's there, and the next it's there. This house just looks like it's going to eat you while you sleep. Or stalk you endlessly. Another flipped house. Another flipped house. So we have the tree house, the house tree, then the house that's trying its best to turn into a tree. And this house just kind of looks like a mushroom. They really have it all nowadays. You know, if someone fell off of that porch, they would have one heck of a time trying to get back into their house. They have no ladders around there. You only have two options to get back into your house. Either scale the rock or climb up the vines. Now, this treehouse just looks like it just grew there, like overnight. And then the people were like, you know what? This is here now. Now, that's what I like to call a mobile home. That house just looks like someone took a bunch of sticky notes and just put them all on their house. There's no way that that works, like structurally speaking. If there's a little bit of fog or very bad weather, the entry to your house might be delayed a couple hours. Now, that's a beach house. I want my beach house right smack on the water and the beach. I want there to be a high chance of my house getting flooded every single day. Hey, they took inspiration from one of the drawings I made as a kid. This house seems like it's supposed to look like a face, but they just failed at making it look like a face. Scrap what I said about the previous beach house. I want my house to be the beach. I'm not even going to make a comment about how the house looks like a pear, but that door is freaking huge. And how do you even get into the door? There's water right there. How are you going to get into this house? Like, you have an inch of ground in front of the door. If you ever have guests over, you're going to have to remind them, hey, don't step out the door, otherwise you're going to fall into the water. Oh, nope, too late, they already did. Or I guess you could just jump out the window. Always an option. This house looks like the person just couldn't decide on what roof they wanted, what kind of door they wanted, what kind of paint they wanted, what kind of wall they wanted, what kind of house they wanted. Probably a very indecisive person. The doghouse from earlier had a kid. It's a doghouse and a puppy house. That looks like a marshmallow with a roof. Someone took a very big marshmallow, put 3 holes in it and a roof on top of it, and called it a house. Looks like a very comfy house. That house kind of looks like a boat, also kind of like an airplane, but also kind of not. That's an airborne potato with a big window. Hey, I found the other boot. Now you can have 2 houses on your feet. Insane. I'm not sure what's so insane about it, but it's insane. The house looks like it's just the attic. It's actually just the attic. There's nothing else. There's only attic. Tricycle house. That's genius. They took one house, split it in half, faced them in the opposite directions, and then boom. They made 2 houses out of 1 house. That's a genius right there. They're really using their kidneys. Ah! What the heck? Hey! No! What's the obsession with pathways and stairs going straight to water? Like, at that point, you're asking to be drenched in water. That looks like a super cool slide. Now, you could have water at the end of that slide, make it a water slide. But instead, they want to waste all their water at the ends of pair house doors. I should be an architect. So that's all the houses. Now, the key takeaway of this video is to be sure that you have a big body of water in front of the entryway to your house.